As a nation, we face real challenges. We carry America's future. And we understand the opportunity we have before us. Turn the page on the fear each of you to shout your own name. Do that.
The real reason Kamala Harris lost the elections, even though the mainstream media has completely tried to silence naysayers in regard to Kamala Harris. The moment this happened,
oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
was a big moment of truth for every Democrat. This moment made Republicans more Republican.
But while Kamala says that people who believe in Jesus don't belong to her rallies, in our movement we love Christians, we welcome believers, and we embrace followers of Jesus.
I don't think that that's right, Jesus is king, and I don't think that we've seen...
And it made Democrats who believe in God very disappointed. There's an old story from the year 1912 about a cruise ship that sank. The ship was hyped to be unsinkable, the greatest cruise ship ever made up till that point. The RMS Titanic. One of the greatest quotes from that fiasco was, "Not even God could sink this ship." The quote's attributed to many people, from the designer Thomas Andrews, to the White Star chairman Bruce Ismay, to the ship's captain, Captain Smith. If it was said, it was probably one of the dumbest things ever uttered, because not only did the ship sink, but 2 of the 3 men accredited with the statement died in the shipwreck, with only Bruce surviving, but his life was never the same afterwards. That's basically where we are with Kamala Harris now. Whether you believe in God or not, I don't think it's ever wise to speak in a vile manner against him. To say we don't do that here, in regard to someone shouting Jesus is Lord, was the ultimate, "Oh no you didn't" moment. The second reason that led to Kamala Harris losing the election was because she absolutely did not come across as smart in the build up to it.
Okay, now I want each of you to shout your own name. Do that.
Now do not get me wrong, Kamala Harris is a very smart woman. The very fact that she's been in the system for a while, working in various influential government positions, shows you that she's definitely one of the smartest people to stand for president. The problem is, though, she does not come across as smart. She seems heavily controlled and fake. What she says doesn't come across as genuine. The passion behind her words just isn't there. From fake accents, to repeated speeches, to forced laughs. It's very difficult to defend Kamala.
Hillary Clinton, who's a smart woman, much smarter than Kamala, but doesn't lie as much. Hillary was a liar, a horrible scoundrel, but this one lies so much. And she's a low IQ individual. She doesn't even know she's lying. I'm telling you, this is not what you want for your president. That has nothing to do with me. This is not what you want. She's a very low IQ individual. She's dumb as a rock, and you can't have that. You can't have that. We love our country too much. You can't have it. We just went through 4 years of it. You can't have any more. A country can only take so much.
What makes it even worse is the fact that all the interviews we've seen of her so far seem very controlled and heavily edited. If you didn't know any better, you'd think there's a machine behind her pushing her down everyone's throats. The third reason for Ms. Harris' loss is her heritage. While many presidents of times past would just campaign on the basis of what they'll do for the people, the Democrats and Harris have chosen to use her undeniably black side to campaign. With any white person that called her out for not actually being black, looked at with side eye. The problem, though, began when the black people began to see the cracks and crevices, with Candace Owens going on a whole campaign spree of her own to discredit the alleged black side of Ms. Harris, the alleged grandmother of Kamala Harris that is black, and all over that one childhood photo of her, turned out to actually not be related to her at all. What a surprise! I actually think that the inexistent black side of Kamala Harris is why she'd even make that Jesus remark. The fourth reason is because Donald Trump is just too good. Trump has braved all odds. He stood behind enemy lines. He's been interviewed by those that hate him, as well as those that love him. Donald has more or less paid his dues. He's had a 3-hour interview with Joe Rogan. He's not turned down podcast interviews even if it means sitting next to Adin Ross. Trump's raised the young Republican voter count. He may be the most voted Republican by the younger demographic that has ever existed. Millions and billions of young people are not just voting blue because it's cool. This time people want reasons, and Trump's giving them reasons. It doesn't help Kamala's cause that she's the current vice president either, because every time she unveils a campaign promise, the question is always, why don't you do it now? You're literally the vice president, arguably the second most powerful person in the free world. If you have some new and improved policies, then why not carry them out right now?
Yelled in the street, Trump 2024. What makes you love Donald Trump?
If you're truly a patriotic American, how could you not love Donald Trump? If you actually are somebody that does your research and your due diligence as opposed to being pushed by somebody else's propagandist talking points, how could you hate Donald Trump? He's the most popular businessman in American history. If you wanted a movie to be popular throughout all of before 2016, who has the most cameos? I find it funny that as soon as he became a Republican, he became racist. But name me that racist that won an NAACP award. I'll wait. Didn't we have peace around the world when Trump was in office? Why are we in war right now?
Fifthly, Kamala hasn't said much about what she'll do for the people. Her policies have been all over the place. A part of me thinks she can't get into the thick of it without discrediting Biden's leadership. But that would be unfair to blame Biden alone for what our country's become in the last 4 years. With the elections only a few days away from the writing of this video, I'd like those that watch this video after the results are out to realize that all that happened was bound to happen due to some of the following reasons. Kamala Harris was never going to win the elections. It just wasn't set out for her.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump. Trump, of course.
Trump or Kamala?
I don't know.
Trump or Kamala?
Mr. Donald Trump.
No opinion.
Donnie, every day.
Trump or Kamala?
I'm not doing this at an age.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump for sure.
Trump or Kamala? Trump or Kamala?
Kamala.
Trump.
Trump.
Trump or Kamala? Trump or Kamala?
No comment. Trump.
Trump or Kamala?
I don't vote.
Trump or Kamala?
No.
Trump or Kamala? Kamala.
I'm gonna have to go with Donald J. Trump. Mr. Trump all day.
Trump or Kamala?
Kamala. I'll just go with
Trump or Kamala?
Kamala. Kamala.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
Kamala.
Probably Trump.
Trump or Kamala?
Let me tell you guys, I'm sorry.